tell you what, I pressed record for no reason, or just went on to press record. Alright. I know what I want to talk about, but I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know how to put it in words. I'm just gonna talk on it, or speak on the subject, and then whatever come out, that's it. Alright. So I got these miles, right? So I'm trucking. Alright, and I got all these miles to cover. I mean, I got a group of miles. Well, let's just say from I keep y'all my business just a little bit. Keep the business to myself, so you know. Alright, so the bottom line is this trip I'm on is a 3-day trip. Well, it's gonna take like say 3 days. It's a 3-day trip. That's how long the miles is. That's good mileage. You know what I'm saying? That's good eating in the truck industry or business or whatever. Alright. So with that information, I gotta get some sleep. And guess what? Guess. Alright, so what happened was I go to sleep, and then 2 hours later, I'm up for the rest of the night. Alright, so guess what we about to talk about? We about to talk about them things. Because what happens is, well, say mine, they want me to believe that they got some capabilities. But see, I study mine though. You know, y'all just whatever y'all let y'all rock any kind of way. I study mine. And what happens is, I tell you what, the eyes is the windows to the soul. Copy that? Alright. So, and I'll tell you something else. The soul, I'm gonna put in my knowledge. This is my knowledge. This is what I carry this knowledge. I ain't get it from no Albert Einstein, no doctor, some extra shits. You know? So you getting this from Al, me. I ain't gonna tell you my new name. So look, the soul is a window. The eyes is the window to the soul. Okay? Now, the soul is a light. That's what I'm calling the soul these days. You know? Ain't nobody tell me, oh, that's what the soul is. Go ask somebody, they're going to tell you something different. And they can hang you whatever they want to hang you, but like if ain't nobody going to tell me what the soul is and what's it for, what's it about, I'm going to call it a light. Because guess what? The demons want to put it out. They want to get it up out you. They want you to sell it to them and all this other stuff, but they want it. And all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they represent darkness. But every time you hear somebody saying, oh, they got some type of communication, some type of what I'm gonna call it, cahoots with the devil and them demons, first thing they gonna tell you is they have to come off their soul. Now, the eyes is the windows to the soul, so the soul must be in the eyes somewhere. At some level, it's up in that body. Don't nobody know where it's at. They don't know whether it's in your feet, whether it's in your whole body or whatever. But we know at some level that the eye It's the window to that thing. All right. And then I'm going to add to it and say that it's a light. Okay? 9. The reason why I call it a light is because of what the demons want with it and want to put it out or get it up out you or whatever. And I know they doctors. They don't give a fuck about you, but they want you out that soul. They want that soul off of you. All right. 9. Let's go deep a little bit. When you got a boo-boo, your eyes bulge and they turn yellow. And I tell you something else. When you finish boo-booing and you flush that toilet and you stand your ass up and you walk out that bathroom, for some oddball reason, you feel lighter. You feel lighter. You feel lighter. Okay? But when you had the boo-boo and all that stuff, you feeling oh, and all this stuff. Okay? But you wasn't feeling light. And when you don't know that you got a boo-boo, you don't feel light. Okay? But soon as you finish boo-booing, you feel lighter. Alright? So, I think what we're talking about is a flow. And how food and large amounts of food inside your anus, inside your ass or your body, clogs up the light. Even, what I'm about to say? What I'm about to say, even what? Alright, whatever I was about to say. I'll tell you what, you will observe and notice that there are entities that want to alter and genetically modify your food. Why they want to genetically modify your food? Ain't nothing wrong with food, leave that food alone. Why you want to do all this extra shit to it? So you can put it in your body and alter or modify that light. When you boo-boo, you feel lighter. So the food got something to do with how bright your light is. 9, guess what? The purpose of eating food is to turn or convert the food into energy. To my knowledge, you're supposed to take that food, eat it, and convert it into energy. Everything that ain't turned to energy, that's gonna turn to waste, and you waste it out. You boo-boo. That's the stuff that ain't turned to light. Matter of fact, if you look at it, we can call that thought it wasn't looking like that before you ate it. But if you look at it, we can call that darkness. I think you can call it soil. You can call it soil, like the dirt on the ground is soil. We're gonna get into that later. But we call it soil. But we can take the soil and call that darkness. Because I don't see the difference between the darkness in the cosmos and the soil in the earth. And then all the lights and seeds that's inside the soil or the cosmos. As above, so below. I ain't know that was up in there either. Alright, what else? And they want to modify, genetically modify what you put in your body. They want to have a form of control over what you put in your body, but is they trying to control your body or your soul? Why y'all so interested in the food that we eat? Why y'all so interested in wanting to genetically modify everything and put soul and all kinds of extra ingredients that you can't even buy in the store? You ever read the ingredients on some of these food products? I tell you what, about 70% of the ingredients in the food products you can barely pronounce, let alone buy in the store. So what the fuck is that shit? Alright. And then they want you to put in your body. Only thing I recognize on the food ingredients is butter, sugar, salt. The rest of that polycellulose, examine, gum, yellow, all that. What the fuck is all that? You don't need all that. Put some sugar, some salt, and whatever it is up in there. You don't need all that extra examine in there. Polycellulose. All kinds of stuff, okay, but I ain't about to. Y'all don't even read the ingredients on the pack of the food. Okay? Well, that's what you put in your body. But there you go, get you some hexangular or some cellulose and drink some cellulose. Man, find me something, man. Boy, I'll read the ingredients, nigga. And I bet you ain't but 2 or 3 ingredients that you recognize that you can buy in the store. Alright, but they want you to put that in your food. And then they want you to eat it and process it and then let it sit in your ass and weigh you down and keep you heavy. No different than a demon. Okay? Alright. Now, let's get into the subject. What happens is, at some level, they have these say demonic entities have some type of interest inside the soil, inside your body. Y'all ain't turning. I'll tell you what. I'm looking at over there at that rest stop. Alright, whatever. Alright, back to the subject. They have some type of interest in what you got going on inside your body. What are you processing that soil? Now, I tell you something else. I tell you what. The earth eat what we produce, which is soil. That is planetary food. Okay? We eat what the earth produces. That is fruits and vegetables. The earth produced that. We produce soil. Alright? So the truth is we really supposed to recycle the soil and give it back to the earth. And then the earth take that stuff and then produce fruit, fertilize, whatever. Oh no, I ain't no planet. I'm planetary being. You know? But yeah. And that's what you really supposed to do with it. Alright. We so advanced that we flush the stuff down the toilet, it get watered down, then I think they take the sewer systems and stuff. I don't know what they doing with all this. with all that soil, but I think they're packing it under the earth instead of on top of it. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to dig a hole and then fill that hole up with soil and then cover that hole back up. That's what we're supposed to do. Animals are supposed to take their paws, scratch a hole in it, and then put it down, and then cover the hole back up with dirt. But you know, they supposed to cover it up. They ain't supposed to just drop it on top and then walk away. They supposed to take their paws, like some of them you'll see them, you know what I'm saying, scoop some dirt on top of it. You know, they don't scoop enough of it. And then the flies come eat all the minerals and stuff. The flies be gone off that shit too, boy. They be like, meat, you can't catch them shits. They eating that soil, boy. That good ass soil. Alright. We talking about demons. They have some type of interest because the soil at some level is damn so light. It depends on what you eat. Eat about five hamburgers, process it and see how bright you is and see how light you is in the body, how good you can move and all that stuff. Eat about 5-10 roast beef steaks and 12 hamburgers and a bucket of spaghetti, and then see how light you is. See how bright you is about it. Your ass gonna want to lay down. You're gonna be low. You're gonna want to be still. You're gonna be barely able to move. And then when you like that, barely able to move and shit, the demons can feed off of you because you're low, say frequency. You're low vibration. You can't move like them flies. Be gone. You can't move like them flies because you ain't eating right or good enough or something. You ain't eating the way you're supposed to. You're eating too heavy. So I come to the conclusion, because what happened was I was asleep, because I got a lot of riding to do. And what happens is they can just pull me out of my sleep, wake me up. I get 2 hours of sleep. Probably 2, it might have been 3, it probably was 2. I woke up at 10 this evening. Sometimes 10 is 6. Going on 7. It's like, well, this thing say 6:49. So it's going on 7. Alright? I went to sleep at 8. Woke up at 10 something. And then I'm up. You know? Alright. But they know I got a lot of riding to do. So it'd be good to stay woke while I'm driving. But see, when you're in truck driving, you know what I'm saying, I could take, like for me, I could take a 3-hour break because of the route I'm on, the running I got going on. I got like 3 days to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I could take a 3-hour break if I don't win this sleep battle or whatever. Take a little 3-hour break, get back up, ride some more. Till, you know, all right. Food. Soil is dimming your light. Okay? It's clogging up the light. So much so that if you get constipated or say that or whatever, that shit come out your eyes. Your eyes bubble up. Your eye sockets turn yellow. But when you boo-boo, then your eye sockets turn back white. Alright. And then if you don't, then they bulge up and you got yellow and stuff. But if alright, your little pink starts showing up in between your eyes and stuff. Alright, that shit play a part. My point. The food that we eat, what you eat, play a part on your light. Alright? It play a part. I'm calling the soul a light in opposition of demons. And I think it got something to do We're being connected to the solar system. I think soul and solar system, because guess what? We gods. It is creatures out there that want to see you niggas evolve. And then there's creatures out there that want to harvest what you got going on. They want to harvest that about you. Okay? And then it's just one on the other, and they going through their stuff, and then we just pieces inside of what they going through. Okay? Now, let's say you supposed to evolve into a God, which is a matter of practicing a level grade of magic to the point where you could say, shape your reality. See, y'all niggas want to go praying to Jesus, and you want to go pray to God, and God like y'all niggas the gods. You niggas perishing from the lack of knowledge. Y'all don't know that y'all the gods. Well, we'll keep living until you learn. We'll keep on. What's that word? Start with a C. You know how you die, you come back. Start with a C. Comes. Reincarnate. We'll keep reincarnating until you learn and find out that you niggas is the gods. Okay, you'll learn, you'll get it. So keep on, come on. You ain't learn, you ain't learn. What you do with that? What you do with your life? What you do with your life? Oh, you don't even know, you ain't learn. We'll keep on reincarnating until you find out, till you learn what you're supposed to be learning. Why y'all here? Why everybody here? Why everybody living? And then you want to get on your knees and you want to pray to God and you want to pray to Jesus to shape your reality, to fix and shape your reality. You know why you want to pray to God? You know why you want to pray to Jesus to shape your reality? Because you can't do it yourself. You know why you can't do it yourself? Because you don't have a practice. You know why you don't have a practice? Because your ass is dependent on Jesus and God to shape your reality. And they like, you know, I'ma help you. But they ain't gonna do it for you. They do it for you, they gotta do it for everybody and all this other stuff, man. So you better go, you know what I mean? People, you gotta fix their reality energetically and all this stuff, man. Look, if you don't know that you're God, then you're just gonna have to keep reincarnating. But guess what? Them Egyptians was calling themselves gods early, nigga. They're like, oh, we the God of this world, and we the God of the underworld, and the God of the sun, rock, God. All kinds of stuff. Walking. It's all kinds of historic background, history stories and stuff about people being gods or having those abilities. I'm a god to an ant. We some gods. Like, okay, for example, if an ant said, or any type of bug, hey, let me drink some water because my voice is going different directions. All right, hold on. All right. Now, if one of these little four-legged fires, like, okay, four-legged creature. If a dog, I'm a god to a dog. Okay? I could supply all that dog needs. Okay? I could get the dog fixed, take to a hospital, or whatever. I can reward the dog, I can punish it. I'm a god I'm a superior to these creatures. Take an ant, for example. I'm a superior to an ant. I can step on it, or I can give it a cake. He don't want nothing but a crumb. I'ma act like, oh, that crumb is a whole lot to ask for. But all the time, I could put a whole cake. But that ant ain't got it, can't handle the blessings that I could put on him. You know? And he ain't striking my interest of attention with that little crumb that he want. And then what if they all want crumbs? Man, call me when y'all want a cake. Or at least a cookie. But I ain't about to give everybody individually their crumb. There's too many of y'all. First, come y'all asses together. Then find out what you want, holler at. You know, I don't need nothing from the ant. Let me see. I can't think of nothing that an ant can give me or hold me down. I can't think of nothing. You know? But I'm a god to the ant. You know? And then I can even be greater if I study the thing. You know, okay, say ant break an antenna or something. I might not can fix this antenna. But if I study the antenna, then I might fix it. Ain't no telling what it's made out of. I might give him a piece of water or a piece of sugar or something that'll help his antenna grow or something. I don't know. Give him a piece of sugar with a piece of syrup or something on them. I don't know. Because I ain't studied the antenna. But if I study his antenna, then I know how to heal them. I'm a god to the ant. Now there's some creatures out there that can tell you, oh, this is the storks and all this shit. There's creatures out there that study them things, they can heal that shit. You know? I get with them. You know, my point is we some gods. Alright? But then I think y'all idea of God is superior. It's a matter of being superior. We got superiority, just not over any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? My point is, you niggas is going to the gods, praying to the gods, seeking all kinds of extra stuff from the gods, only because you don't know what you're capable of. Now guess what? Demons know what they're capable of. Angels know what they're capable of. Aliens, they know what they're capable of. You niggas praying. Gotta go pray. Now, what I need you niggas to do is go tell me what an alien pray to. I need y'all to tell me. All right, hold on, because this nigga don't know how to get on the highway. I need y'all to tell me that God created they planet too, the heavens and they planet too, and then created whatever they is. Like if they are roaches, I need y'all to tell me when the God created the heavens and they planet that he created the roach too, out of dusk. I need y'all to tell me that Jesus died for the people on the other planets too, and that he their Lord and Savior too. I need y'all to hand me that stuff, because they can hand that stuff to y'all, and y'all believe that stuff. Mary a virgin, but she pregnant. That y'all believe that shit, but when your little girl, when your daughter come home pregnant, and then she say she a virgin, You gonna say you ain't no god doggone virgin. Go get your mama. Go show your mama. And then, when your daughter show the mama, I want y'all to say, tell her what it say in the Bible about being pregnant and stuff. And all that stuff. Because you niggas believe anything. And it's that's the reason why the stuff is going on and going down the way it's going down and going on the way it's going on. Because y'all don't know. I'm working on it. Alright? 9. Let's go back to magic and demons. Alright. So, we gotta eat light, because what we want to practice is light. Alright? And you want that light right. 9. If you keep eating and filling up your belly and filling up your anus, clogging it up with weights and pounds, quarter pounds, 2 quarter pounds, and you keep clogging that up, when you get older, it ain't gonna process the way it did when you was younger. We talking about light. The body is a light container. It contains light. You call it spirit, you call it energy, you call it soul, I call it all the same thing. Or whatever. But if you clog that your body up, then you're not gonna have a flow. The stuff has to flow. But if it's clogged up, ain't no flow. So what happened was, when that flow is off, them demons got a capability. Alright? When your energy is low, that is when they can feed. When you're on a high vibrational frequency, they can't feed off that. It's too high. It's like it's too hot. Okay? It's too strong. It's too hard. Okay? Your vibration is too high. It's too bright. They can't draw off of it. It's too rough on them. But when your vibration is low, when you nice and depressed, when you feeling low and sad, they can draw off that. When you got clogged up, and you ain't got no flow, hey, they like maggots or whatever, or something like that. It's like that's their little territory. That's their feeding ground like that. You know? So you gotta be light. So from now on, if I'm gonna be boogalooing with these entities, then I'm gonna need don't say need, say have to have a brighter light to keep up. I can't be clogged up boogalooing with these entities. Can't be all clogged up, because this is a woe. And the woe is light and darkness. Okay? You have to figure out why they want to genetically modify every doggone thing, man. They want to genetically modify and process and get and tackle with the food, so that it's nice and unnatural. And all those ingredients that they put in that food, you don't know what any of them ingredients is except the butter and the sugar and the salt. And the sugar decay bone. Okay? And then, hey, that stuff's like fire. That thud down the ball, look at the teeth. That shit decay bone, Saudi. And salt does something to the heart. You can't have all too much salt. You know? So you gotta get your health game up too. You gotta step your what you eat. Here, bottom line, point blank, period, light. The light gotta flow from top to bottom, bottom to top, all that stuff. Blood flow and all that stuff. All that stuff gotta flow. But that food is slowing down that flow. That's what I want to get at. And when that flow slow down, them demons can get up in there and get to having capabilities. Alright? Next thing you know, like, okay, when I got, or say when I need to, boo-boo, it clog up my head a little bit. I gotta figure out what's that about. But the anus is connected.
Exceeded the speed limit. Please slow down.
The anus is connected to the brain. Energetically, I don't know. I don't know how. I ain't no doctor. You think I went to college? You think I went to university or something? You think I like school or something? You think I read a lot of books? But I've been living and learning. And I learned that at some level, the anus is connected to the brain. So when that anus is clogged up, at some level it clogs up your brain flow. I don't know how. I just know what I'm talking about. You get sleepy harder too, like okay, say you ate a lot of food. All of a sudden you sleepy. Alright, now I'll tell you something else. Say you have some good ass sex. Okay? Alright. And then you bust your orgasm, your nut. Alright. You sleepy. You sleepy now. You done drank something. And what you did was, whatever you did it down now. Alright? And whatever you did down there came up here and made you sleepy and slowed you down. For something, but I can tell you some more, like, okay, the female, she can pick up, she can drop, because you pump a lot of energy up in her. She ain't sleepy. She can get her ass up and cook and work on me getting back recharged. Since she drained and stuff, play your part on recharging that thing back up so we can do it again. Because I might have liked it too. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Because you pump all that juice up in them, man. You know what I mean? You know, they just, you know, just laying there, whatever. You put in on that, you get up and make some tacos or something. And also I can recharge all this so we can do it again or something. I know what I'm talking about. But when you bust that nut and that orgasm, your ass turn sleepy. When you eat too much food, your ass turn sleepy. When you got something going on actively in the lower body, it slows down something up top. Alright. And they wanna modify your water, they wanna do something with your water, messing with the top. They wanna do something with your food, messing with the top. They wanna do something with your blood, these vaccinations, messing with the top. Because the soul is at the top. It's connected to the soul system. All right, man. I'm gonna take a break. How long we been talking? Oh. All right, make sure I covered everything, man. When your vibrations slow down, then it's low enough. That's like soft food for the entities that want to feed and draw for you. Okay, so you gotta keep your stuff up. You know what I mean? When your stuff is up, it's like, okay, say they whispering, say they like to whisper. then your ass come up in there talking all loud and stuff. That kicks their ass. They don't like that shit. You see what I'm saying? Their shit is too high. You need to bring that shit down. And it pisses them off too. But that's what you want. You want to be bright. You want to shine bright. Alright? Some of y'all gonna shine brighter. A lot of y'all gonna shine brighter than me. Because of the type of being that I am. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't. I'ma shine different. I'ma shine, yeah. Well, I think we all gonna shine different. Let's say that. Everybody not gonna shine the same. All the stars not the same size. They not all the same color either. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Not all flames are the same color either. There's some flames that's red, some flames that's yellow, some flames that's blue. Some flames orange. And then there's some flames out there that's purple. We got purple flames too. So we all gonna shine different. But I press record, I don't know, I can't say for no reason now. You know, but on the subject of being light, I'm calling the soul light now. I am calling the soul light. And then I'm going to say it is opposition to demonic entities that represent darkness. Okay? I'm calling it light, and then I'm working on making it bright turn. Okay? We got to work on that. They're gonna leave me alone. They're gonna leave me alone in a minute. You better believe it. Oh man, oh yeah. So when I got up, you know, I had to start lighting candles, Phil. I had to start lighting candles. You know what I mean? And that's when they want to start whispering. It sound like you ain't fading them and all that stuff. But I know when they fade. See, I study mine. You know what I'm saying? I tell you something else. When you do a practice, when you exercise a practice, it's not gonna ever stop being a practice. Okay? So don't ever, when you mess with this stuff, or practice magic or whatever, it's not gonna ever stop being a practice. It's like growing. It's like growing an apple tree. When you first started practicing, you're gonna be tattling with an apple seed. Okay? It's gonna be a long time before you bear fruit and produce apples from that apple seed. So when you get to practicing magic, don't be looking for no fruit too soon. Because your practice is new, it's early, it's fresh or whatever. But don't stop practicing either. Don't stop watering your practice. Okay? Just practice. That's what it's called. I call it a practice. And then I call it arts. And then, you know, just like anything else, you only got certain type of practices. I don't practice that demonic bullshit because I ain't operating on that end, on that. I don't even have that energy to practice that type of stuff. I'm not negative like that. I don't know. So even if I tried to practice that stuff, it ain't gonna work on me like that. You know what I'm saying? So first, find out what kind of energy you got. And if you got negative, you might want to practice you some good. But if you want to practice negative, go ahead, pal. I ain't mad at you. You know? I'll practice against it. And I'll tell you something else. battery has two sides. Don't try to bring your ass on the wrong side of the battery if you know you belong on that side of the battery. Okay? Alright, so if you want to practice bad, then you can go practice that on the subtraction on the minus side of the battery and take your ass over there. You know? Polarizations, all that stuff, man. Laundry, dirty clothes go with the dirty laundry. Clean clothes go in the drawer. Don't try to bring your dirty ass drawers in that clean ass drawer. You ain't gonna fit in. Everybody gonna look at you crazy. They ain't gonna want to get away from you because you're dirty, you stink, and all that stuff. All the clean drawers go in the drawer, and all the dirty drawers go in the laundry bag or basket or whatever. What else? All the shoes go in the closet. They don't go in the refrigerator. They don't even go in the kitchen. The shoes go in the closet. Don't try to put those dirty ass shoes inside the refrigerator. They don't go in the refrigerator. They go in the closet. I say that to say, if you want to practice negative and demonics and all that shit, don't try to bring your dirty ass over there where it's clean at. Over here where it's clean, don't try to bring your ass over there. And I tell you why, you're not gonna fit in. As a matter of fact, it ain't looking good for you. Hey, but there's places where you can go. So if you want to practice that dumb shit or the demonic shit, there's places where you're supposed to go with that shit. So be looking forward to going where that shit is practiced at and with, you know what I'm saying? And then that's where I'm at with it. All right, what else? What else? All right, light. All right, that's good right there. Shut it down. Illuminate.